good, champions of Warframe? Everyone is hyped about the new weapon, the Prisma Ohma. We got it from the Void Trader this week. If you didn't get it, go and get it right now, because you don't know when it will happen again, unless you have the digital pack of the Relay. This weapon is very powerful. It's so powerful and strong, Tonfa, and deadly. And with Papa Hank, guarantees. Papa Hank builds are with guarantees. The best builds only you find in the channel. Let us go. Okay, let's summon level 195 heavy corrupted gunners. We don't joke around, and they are Steel Path Edition active. Thanks to the E for making that happen. Alright, so let's switch our pet to the Panzer Volpaphyla, and let's go. Boom, boom, boom. We're not gonna be doing priming at the moment. I'm just gonna collect enemies and check this out. This weapon, 270,000 corrosive. Look at that. Look. Deadly. Deadly. And I told you, Papa Hank gives you the best builds only. Now we have 12 combo multiplier. I will just hit them without gathering them around. Check this out. Boom. 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 And for the Thanos who knows, the veterans, that this is a multiplicative build. It's not, it's additive, multiplicative, you name it. It's all together, baby. Check this out. Check the power, the red crit, the amount of damage. It kills everything. And this build that I'm gonna show you right now, it can take you to enemies level cap without an issue. Sometimes I'm like, what, yes, reach level cap and then say it's go. No, we don't know. We are veterans, we do level cap in daily basis. We know when a weapon can do level cap or not. Anyway, it is time. So let me prime enemies now. So I show you gathered and solo, and now let me prime them. So we're gonna be using Zed once, and we're gonna be using Epitaph. Boom, 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 and let's go. Mamma mia, mamma mia, la pizza la francola 4, la formaggio. Enemy's dead. Alright, let's go. First goal, I'm gonna start with Nidus. Why Nidus? First of all, I use Nidus if you are new to the channel. Most of my videos and builds, I'm using Nidus because Nidus doesn't boost the damage in any way. So if you use this weapon with a damage boosting buff, helmet, frame, whatever it is, it's gonna be even better. So Steel Charge as mod weapon, melee weapon damage increase 60% melee damage, Arcane Fury for melee damage, Arcane Strike for attack speed, and that's it. The Archon shards, they're not critical damage, so if you slap here 5 Archon shards like this one exactly right here, you're gonna be even more deadly, baby, and you're gonna eliminate the whole star shard. Back to thing. Now this is Sedo that I used the alt fire, and this is the Epitaph. This is small extra things that you see. The key of Epitaph for priming is Ogre Seeker for duration and Encumber for extra statue effects. Now you're saying, why priming enemies? Priming enemies is giving them layers of elements to weaken them and make your condition overload even better. Let's go. Sovereign Outcast, Condition Overload, Whipping Wound, Organ Shatter, Gladiator Might, Sacrificial Steel, Primed Smite Corrupted, Blood Rush, Primed Fever Strike. Now for you this maybe look normal build, but it is not. Let me explain. This weapon comes with electricity built in. Of course you can make this weapon Fever Strike, and then you throw, let's say, for example, let's throw Cold. This one, let's throw Cold in here. As you can see, you're gonna have Viral and Electricity. Now you're gonna say, okay, Viral and Electricity, that's 2 extra stats for Condition Overload to work even better. But that's not the case. This weapon gonna proc a lot more than it seems. Let's put back a Blood Rush for critical chance to do those amazing high tier red crits. And of course, doing high red crit tier is not good by itself. That's why we're going to have Organ Shatter for critical damage and Gladiator Might critical damage plus 10% critical chance per combo multiplier. Now comes to the priming with Condition Overload. More elements on the enemy, more damage you will do. That's what I show you on Epitaph, statue duration, and Encumber. Or you can use Sedo, both works well. Epitaph is better, of course. Now, Prime Fever Strike is good. You can use the normal one or the or you can use the Virulent Scourge, but I highly recommend you use Prime Fever Strike to boost your additive damage. That's gonna be multiplicative later on. Now, as you can see, we don't use the the Primed Pressure Point because it gives you damage, and Condition Overload is gonna give you damage. and of course your arcane gonna give you damage. Those become so additive and no multiplicative. That's why instead of using prime pressure point, even the prime pressure point is one of the only ways that boosts your slash. Of course, you're gonna be using Primed Smite Corrupted. Now, this is a faction mode that it scales infinite and it's multiplicative, that applies after the whole total damage. That's why we call it multiplicative faction, that you push enemies beyond level 500. It's a must. If you don't, you're gonna use enemies beyond. You can use Primed Reach here, you can use Primed Fury here, you can use Primed Corrupted here. If you push enemies beyond that. Now the question is, Hank, the slash is like 70, would it be possible to push it even further? Now all you have to do, if you just throw Carnis, cannot put it there or there. Okay, let's just for example, if you put Carnis in here for high status chance, which Weeping Wound will benefit from, and you put slash 133, you're gonna have to sacrifice Organ Shatter. So I highly recommend that you do it with Gladiator Might instead of Organ Shatter. Okay, so let's try with boosting extra slash on the weapon. So you'll see the critical damage of the weapon is slightly less, but still it's going to be very powerful, very deadly, because it's going to be high status chance. Of course, high status chance with the Carnis status plus the Weeping Wound that's built in. Yet the critical damage will be less. Let me summon them one more time. I'm just giving you extra ideas here, so you have what to play with and play around. Not only you get the build, you also get some extra knowledge about how to build a weapon. Now, check this out. You feel already the weapon is kinda slow because this weapon is a crit weapon as it received a high crit chance boost. Okay, so I know the slash is a very good thing, but it will proc slash in any way. So throw Gladiator Might in there and enjoy the power. This is the best build that you can find anywhere. Now let's talk about Rivens, okay? Let's talk about a Riven. I don't have a Riven for this weapon, but if you get a Riven, now let's say your Riven have, let's assume your Riven have Cold to it. Now you'll be forced to use this weapon to become viral weapon. Okay, you can replace instead of Blood Rush, that's one. Okay, instead of Blood Rush, Vicious Frost is gonna be right here. This is, imagine this is your Riven critical chance, critical damage, or whatever. All right, try to stay away from, let's say, I mean, having critical chance, critical damage, minus, let's say, finisher. It's good, but try to stay away, let's say, from for example, damage or something like that. But still, it's gonna be a good steal. Okay, if you want, you can switch the Gladiator Might. Let's try throwing Frost here with Fire and Electricity. Let's take a look how it performs. Okay, there we go. As always, to reach past the critical multipliers. As you can see, we are at orange crits, which is not so bad. Alright, and still we kill. Okay, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Let me come back with the full critical chance, with the full multiplier. Coming back. There we go. As you can see, it's seriously deadly weapon. Very, very good, and it's one of most powerful Tonfas right now in the game, as it performs very well. But as I mentioned already, this is the best build, and you don't need a Riven for this weapon, to be honest with you. If you have a Riven, CCCD, Gladiator Might is what you want to change. Organ Shatter, keep it there, it's 90-30%, you don't want to take away 30%. CCCD minus finisher, or CCCD electricity is gonna be your like, for me, I think the best thing to have for this weapon as a Riven, CCCD electricity minus finisher. CCCD damage minus finisher is good as well. CCCD slash minus finisher is gonna be very good. So that's what you want to play around. Okay, so I want to say, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and the build. Try it before judge it. That's the rule number one in Warframe. Don't judge because I don't know, I saw somewhere else the build. It's test before judge. Big love to you all. We have Discord, the link in the description. We stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Be sure to hop in the stream and ask any questions that you want, or you find hard, or anything you want. Big love to you all. Don't forget to sub, comment, and like to support the channel. I'll see you next time.